Hey guys, welcome to C Squared Trading. I'm super stoked. Check this crazy thing out. So I'm just doing a quick daily, well not daily, but like a really hot video on stuff I'm seeing. This stock is up 222% today. Yesterday's close was at 5. You could have seen it in pre-market on the NASDAQ free screener. If you Google NASDAQ pre-market movers, this was up in pre-market. It was at 7. Then at the open, obviously there's a lot of volume here. So that volume allows it to run. But what I want to do is I'm going to be putting on a webinar where I want to show you guys how to catch these things and really bank big on them. Because look what's going on. That's from $7 to $18. And that first dip, I'm seeing something right here that I'd like to show you guys. So basically, once it kind of tops out in the morning, then it's going to pull back. And as long as it puts in a higher low right there, they typically will try to run as long as it doesn't crash. So obviously it has not crashed yet. It's still kind of hanging out for the rest of the day, and it's 1:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. So this tells me, as you see it going up right now, I was looking at it about getting in around the 16s, and now it's already up $1.30. So you could have easily caught this. Look at this volume also coming in. So a lot of times what they'll do is they'll try to revisit that high. And what you can see here is just continuation of momentum that was happening this morning. So a lot of people avoid these things, and I run at these on the first day of their move. So just a really helpful tip for you guys. Also, I got an email the other day. A guy was saying he was really super duper appreciative of the process that I had taught him. Because look, he had gotten in here on AAOI all on his own accord and found everything that lined up with the chart that I was showing him a certain pattern. And now the stock's gone from like 40 to 60 in about a month. And so he's super pumped on that. Just in the last week or two, it's gone from 46 to 60. Also had another student message me. He's trading little micro penny stocks, which I don't usually recommend because they're so sketchy. But like he was able to pull in $150 on $1,000 on this little trade. Even though it doesn't look like much, this is a 40% move from this low to this candle right here. So he was trading that, and then I heard another guy trade MBLY, and he's up $7 because he's been kind of hanging on because the pattern was there. And I've taught him this process over and over, and then he got lucky. You know, the stock got bought out. So he did really well on that. I also saw another guy mention that he was trading this EMES. But the point is, like, if you go back to this CBIO example, look at this craziness. Like, can't you guys see yourself doing that? Like, isn't that something you think you could spend a half hour to find? Literally, this took me 2 seconds to find on FinViz. I just went to the home screen of FinViz right there, and there it was. I didn't even have to run a scan. Now, this is a biotech, and I don't usually trade biotechs long term, but I will day trade them. And look at this thing. Just moving like crazy. So this has given people many opportunities today to make a lot of money. I guarantee you somebody's made $1 million and somebody's lost $1 million. Okay, that's just how it goes. But there are many day traders banking in here. And one of the ways I can prove that is that you can go over here to Twitter, and you can literally just type up here, hashtag CBIO. So it's just the cash symbol and then CBIO. And look at this. So there's all these people tweeting CBIO, 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 CBIO. Okay? And, you know, crossover day could see another leg higher very soon. CBIO announces IND approval in South Korea. This is why I love the stock market. I guess he made some money. Just a monster. Look at this chart. You know, this guy's up 4,500 on this trade. So, you know, there are people just absolutely killing it out there. And you have to be able to find this stuff and know exactly what to do. And so what I want to go over with you guys is that we're doing a webinar on stuff like this. Like basically learning how to build a focused watch list, how to not lose that money back to the market, okay? And how to find these runners where, like, literally you can build a small account or a big account. And by the way, you don't need a big account to trade. You need to have massive discipline over money. Discipline is all that matters. The more discipline you have, the more money you'll make in the market. If I'm not disciplined, I lose like crazy. Okay, but if you remain disciplined, you just traded this from here to here. I mean, that's a $1.80 move already, and it's still moving. Look at this, 1781. It looks like it's pushing higher. Look at all this volume coming in. So guys, massive, massive discipline over money. Take the discipline, not the money. The money will come. Be uber disciplined. Do not be greedy. Leave some meat on the bone for the next dude, and move on. You're done for the day after you make some money. You're done for the week after you make some money. You're done for the month after you make some money. Quit trying to chase and thinking you have to trade everything. It doesn't work like that. So I'm super stoked you guys are watching this video. I hope I can help. This webinar is going to be really helpful. It's the last time that I'm going to open this webinar, and I've done this twice already, and this is the last time that I'm going to open this one. We're going to change the format, and we're going to change everything to just something totally different. That's this boot camp that I'm doing, where I'm giving tons of value. It's a lot of work. So I'm going to shut this down probably until the summer, like June or July, or maybe later, because I just like to relax in the summer. So this is the last time that you're going to have a chance to join the boot camp. And literally, for every one of you that join, I'm super stoked that you do. It's just a $1,000 investment. It's nothing crazy, but what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to build discipline to be able to find stuff like this. We got all sorts of stuff that comes with it, but I want you to go through the webinar first, because that's going to answer a ton of questions. Okay, we also have PayPal credit on there so that you can afford it. PayPal let us finance this offer so that you guys could afford it and you don't have to pay. Now, it takes like 2 seconds to get PayPal credit approved, but you don't have to pay anything for 6 months. No interest, no payments for 6 months while you learn and while you earn. Okay, so guys, again, super stoked to help. We're trying to bend over backwards here and help people as much as we can. If you're super stoked about the market, this is what we want to do, is to help you. All right? So think about that. If this is something you can see yourself doing, I mean, look at these swings. People are making $5 grand, $2 grand, $100, $300. It doesn't matter. The money doesn't matter. What matters is they are seeing something that works and they are trading it. Take the discipline over the money, guys. Focus on that first, okay? But what I'm trying to do is I want to hold your hand and show you guys exactly what patterns that the professionals are seeing. I want to hold your hand and show you what processes these guys follow to find winning trades. I mean, this is unbelievable. I guarantee you out there, somebody has made a fortune today and somebody's lost a fortune. And I remember on days where I would be trading these things and I'd be making a lot, and then a few months later I'd be losing a lot because I didn't know what to look for. So in this pattern, I'm seeing something very specific, and eventually I want to be able to show that to you, which takes hours and hours of training your eyes to do that. And then you're going to regurgitate it back to me and let me coach you, okay? It's not a huge investment to really get going in the right direction. If you're going to do this, you might as well do it anyway. And you know what? If you don't take my course, take other people's courses and see how they are. Have a budget for other people's courses as well. That way you start to learn everything that's out there. But again, I'm telling you, I'm very good at teaching, and I will bend over backwards to help you guys. Again, try to find these crazy trades. Let's see if there's something else out there if you still have a second. You know, here's AKER, XRA. Look at these things. Just so many runners. The market's so hot. Look at this thing, Gravy, GRVY, Gravity. Look at that. From 1851 to 25. Now that's a little thin. You guys see how there's not that much volume compared to CBIO? Okay, see all that volume, but then you see how there's no volume here. So you want to stay away from those, you know. But again, guys, this is for education purposes only. I just want you to learn from it. Look at this one. This is an old-time name, Bwen, B-W-E-N, Broadwind Energy. This has been around forever. Again, not enough volume for me to be that interested. Plus, you see this thing, it says OTC right here. Where is it? It said OTC. Let's see what else we can find. Look at this. Look at this fizz. I think somebody told me about this about a year ago. that they were going to invest in it. I need to go back and check who it was. But look at that. Look at that breakout that came up here back to the old highs, totally broke out on earnings. Earnings are the thing that pushes things the furthest. And look at this. It goes from 60 to 84. Okay? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This is a great company that's working on competing in the Coca-Cola space. So there's tons of stuff here, guys. Like tons and tons of stuff to trade. You can run like a little scanner that I teach everybody where I'm telling you to look for stuff over 7 that's uptrending in a 1-year pattern. Look at this. There's so many things. Sears Holding, I want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Here's Omer, that's biotech. These are all downtrending. Like, you know, here's an example. DRI. Look at this thing. You know, that breakout happened on earnings. Well, what's the last breakout we just saw that happened on earnings? This one. And after it went, it just kept going. So I would keep an eye, for me, I would keep an eye on this one for my personal preference and see if it can run. So guys, again, this boot camp is the last time I open it. If you're already in it, you're going to be able to catch refreshers on the new classes we're doing. If you haven't signed up yet, I'm super, super excited to teach you guys, and I hope this little lesson has helped on charting, and I'll talk to you guys soon.